I received what I consider to be a very nice, respectful message from someone on Facebook who was inquiring. He was like, "I don't know what's going on, and I would like to know why black South Africans seem to hate other black people." So here's your answer. Because I figured instead of answering you directly, I might as well make a video so everybody else who's been curious could see. So, South Africa was occupied by apartheid, white people. And the whole time while South Africa was going through apartheid, Nigeria was leading the movement in Africa for anti-apartheid. As much Nigeria, back then it was a functioning country. They made all the civil servants donate 10% of their paychecks to South African anti-apartheid efforts. And they made all the students.
Interactions with South Africans lately and these so-called masses on the streets in South Africa targeting foreign nationals. This is who I found out is sponsoring it. Watch this video to the end. So in my interactions with South Africans, they'll tell you, oh, why don't...
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? I hope you all are okay. Alright, like answering a question from people that are asking why is that South Africans hate black Africans so much. Guys, please, South Africans, if you like it, you open their head and put sense inside there, the sense will come out and fall. I'm telling you, this is the main reason why their colonizer never wanted them to go to school, because they know that if they go to school they'll be wise. They keep them there, making alcohol very cheap for them. They'll be drinking. They'll be by the time they are done drinking alcohol, they are done drinking. I'm a foreigner. I'm a foreigner. Go back to your country. Go back to your country. I'm Baham. That's the influence of alcohol. On a normal number, they cannot do something like that. It's the influence of alcohol. I'm telling you guys, you cannot tell me that South Africans are not on alcohol. They are men. You have alcohol, you have looting. These two, they go together, because there's no way you be taking alcohol and you not be looting. Aye. With the ones that are taking this theory, alcohol, looting, and the ones that are taking, it's not easy to be a South African at once. That's why you see their behavior is very, very strange. Their behavior is influenced by these three things. Very strange people. Guys, please watch this video.
Give up their school food for 6 months. So there was no food in school for 6 months for students, so that they could use the money and donate it to apartheid. A couple other African countries helped. Zambia, Zimbabwe, they were given South African freedom fighters passports, not residence permits. They were giving them foreign passports. Nigeria gave a lot of South Africans foreign passports. The pressure happened, and then eventually apartheid ended. The white South Africans decided they were going to make the black South Africans regret that decision. They were going to make all black people regret it. So from the moment that ended till today, black South Africans do not control any aspect of media. They don't own any TV stations. They don't own any radio stations, any major newspapers. They don't. So what the white South Africans did after apartheid was over was they made sure every single, the crime part of the newspapers and TV. So the white South Africans made sure that every time they talked about crime, they always brought up a foreigner. They would people commit crime, like in America, white people commit crime more than any demographic. Every other person commits crime. Immigrants come here, commit crime. Every race commits crime. We just saw an Asian guy who killed his co-founder, and for a whole month he was emailing the family, making them think everything was. Everyone commits crime. Asians are like the ideal people, right? But what the white South Africans were doing was they were not talking about black crime. The black South Africans, they were not talking about their crime. The white South Africans, they only highlighted crime from foreigners. This is pre-social media. So now you have black South Africans. Every day they sit down and watch TV. Nigerians doing this, Zambians doing this, Zimbabweans doing this, every fucking day. So it got newspapers, TV station, radio station, everywhere they turn. When it's time for crime report, the white South Africans made sure to highlight the crimes of foreign South Africans. So after a generation or so, it got to the point now the black South Africans are like, yo, foreigners, all they do is just come here to commit crime. Meanwhile, the black South Africans have the most crime stats. But the white South Africans never show that. They never talk about that. All they talk about is black foreigners. So that created so much animosity. That's one, right? Two, after the Gaza situation started, the black South Africans were like, yeah, we remember what happened during apartheid. Israel was supporting the white South Africans. Israel was giving them weapons. Israel was holding them down. So the black South Africans said, nah, we're going to stand for Palestine. So they took Israel to court. And Israel was like, oh, really? So the Israelis and the white South Africans Everything you see right now is basically Israel has decided, we're going to teach you a lesson. For what you did, we're going to destroy you. But see, they think 10 steps ahead than we do. So for their destruction, they now have this. They're funding Jacinta and all of that. Jacinta's beef is that a Nigerian man broke her heart. The black South Africans, their beef is ineptitude. Lucky Dube is one of the greatest reggae artists of all time. Definitely the greatest coming out of Africa. He was killed because they thought he was a rich Nigerian. Yeah. So basically, they've gotten the ineptitude of the black South Africans, the anger and hatred from this one woman, and then they used it. So every country right now, you go, unemployment is a thing everywhere, including America, Nigeria, everywhere in the world. But see, South Africans, they convinced them that all those jobs, the same thing they did with the Mexicans here in America. Oh, the Mexicans are taking your jobs. That's what they did with the South Africans. The foreigners are taking your job. But they made sure to only highlight the black foreigners. So it's like I said, it's in steps and levels. So the first step right now from Israel and white South Africa is to make sure that they alienate black South Africans from every other black country. So you see what's happening right now. South Africans are going exclusively after black people, so that by the time they take it to phase 2, South Africans have no one to call. The black South Africans have absolutely nobody to call. At this point, you have every black person everywhere in the world supporting that, because they remember what the blacks did. They remember last time we fought apartheid, only for you to turn around and do this, and now the whites are bringing apartheid back. This time, fuck you, we're not going to do anything. That's exactly what's going on, is the whites are creating animosity between blacks because they plan on bringing back apartheid, but this time they want to make sure that every black person hates South Africa. And it's age of social media, so everything that's going on, we're seeing it. It's creating hatred all around. So that's basically it. That's why the black South Africans are product of propaganda like anyone. Same way Nigerians hate each other. Like the average Hausa person in Nigeria hates the average Nigerian more than anybody, Christian Nigerian more than anyone. The average Christian Nigerian hates the average Hausa. Meanwhile, both parties, foreigners are the ones doing it to them. UAE is doing it. UK is doing it. So South Africans and Nigerians, South Africans are not exempt. The only difference is Nigerians are made to hate each other. Korea, every other countries are made to hate each other within their own. South Africans are made to hate everybody else. Get it?
You go back and fix your own country. We are tired of these foreigners, and mostly it's the black foreigners from Nigeria, from Zambia, from Zimbabwe, from Ethiopia and Somalia. And they'll tell you, well, if you guys hate us so much, if you guys believe that we are so xenophobic, what the hell are you guys doing in our country? Why don't you go back to your own country? And especially they're targeting Nigerians. You know what they tell me? Why don't you guys deal with Boko Haram in your own country? Why are your men so weak and running from the problems in their own country and coming to our country to bring those problems? They'll tell me as a Nigerian that West African men are weak, that instead of us confronting our own problems, we cross the Mediterranean Sea to Europe, and so on and so forth. But here's the thing. The government is aloof. The South African government is watching while this is happening. And you even have policemen in some of these videos escorting these guys that are carrying out vigilante-style justice. And you know the deadline they gave most Africans to leave their country? 30th of June. They say 30th of June will be the showdown. And we are waiting to see. So it seems to me that the government of South Africa is quiet about it. It's not arresting anybody. And lately we saw one video of them going to like a Chinese store or something like that, and the government stepped in immediately. So when it happens to Nigerians and Zimbabweans, the government is not going to say anything. But if it happens to Chinese or it happens to like Europeans, the government steps in immediately. So here's my question for South Africans. What exactly are you guys going to do on the 30th of June if foreign nationals refuse to leave your country? We are waiting.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your comments. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you guys. Bye.